live from my backyard where it's quite warm, but actually pretty pleasant. And in the era of COVID, and in recovering from chemo and surgery and all of that, this is actually an outing for me to get to come to the backyard. And you can see Casey is hunting. Hi, Casey, you hunting? Did you find anything? Casey, where's the squirrel? Where's the squirrel? That always gets her. Oh, she's looking at the trees. Get him? Get him. Oh, well, a stick is close to a squirrel. So it's really nice to get out, and boy, have I felt like an outpouring of love and support from people I know, my friends, my family, neighbors, friends from college, from high school, from, all along. It just is really awesome to feel that love and that support. So do I have a visitor? Do I have a viewer? Or is that just me? It says one, so I don't know if that's just me. But that's okay. I wanted to try this out and see how live goes. What am I? I'm 3 weeks post-op for my radical cystectomy. Radical! Might be the only way I've ever been radical, but it's okay. And I'm getting used to it, and there's some freedom in realizing that you can still be you even with things crazy changed. Like no hair, that's crazy. I wouldn't. And I did this 2 weeks ago. I did a video sitting in this chair 2 weeks ago when I was 1 week post-op, and I wore my little my little cap with the wig, the hair in it. And first of all, that's really itchy and it's hot. It's full on summer in Texas, so it's way too hot. Second of all, I kind of want to get used to this is me. And so I've pushed myself. I made myself change my picture on Facebook to be the current me. And I'll probably have long hair again. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But it's funny how you can push yourself to acknowledge who you are isn't just how you look, your weight, your clothes, your address, it's your car, any of that. But it's hard to truly recognize that when you've always had those things. So what is it they say? It's hard to appreciate anything you've always had. So I am experiencing what it's like to let go of those things that I kind of thought defined me, learn to speak. I thought some of those things really defined me, and they don't have to. So there's some freedom in that. And some hair's growing in. I mean, it still doesn't look like anything yet, but it's coming in. I can put mascara on because I have some eyelashes. I had like only little tiny stubs. And y'all who know me know that I don't really have, my eyelashes are blonde, my eyebrows are blonde. I have to draw them on. I used to joke that I look like a cancer patient, and then I became one. So that's what happens when you joke about these things. I think I also said I wasn't ever going to drive a minivan, and then I had one of those too. So maybe never say never. Yeah, might be the advice there. Feeling pretty good today. I've got some localized pain from the surgery, and I'm still getting used to having the ostomy bag, but it's what it is. Really grateful to have my kids at home. My husband's here. My goofy dogs are here. The senior citizen dog is in the house, and we have a house, and we have jobs, and we are grateful. So that's what I'm focusing on. But I won't lie. There are days when I think, God, this is no way to live. The other day, a couple of days ago, maybe 3-4 days ago, I had the feeling that I had some trouble with the ostomy bag, and I was just frustrated. And I thought, and I didn't feel good. I had pain. And I thought, this is just no way to live. Also, there's COVID. We can't go anywhere. We can't do anything like the rest of the world. And it's been like this for all of us. It's been like this for me since March 3rd when I got the diagnosis. The same week, days before we all went into quarantine. The timing was impeccable. And I thought, I don't know that this is a life. This doesn't feel like a life worth living. In that moment, that's what it felt like. And I thought, well, I'm not going to really do myself in. Fortunately, I don't have the will to do that or the desire. I just really didn't enjoy life. for those moments for that day. And I think it's really good advice I've heard from my own therapist, my friends and family, to feel what you feel when you feel it. And just go, oh, yeah, there's that feeling. Because if you don't, what happens? That gets pushed down, and then it festers and it turns into something worse. And I didn't want that. And then I thought also, really, I can't check out because I've got kids and a husband and friends. Everybody be sad. That just really wouldn't be very nice. So I thought, okay, well, today sucks, and there'll probably be other days that suck. And I'll just, you know what I do on those days? I take a Benadryl and I go to bed early. That's what I do. I just go to bed early. I just read and I go to bed early and I go, okay, this day is done. I'm going to try another one tomorrow. And usually the next day is better or different anyway. Today's a good day. It's July 3rd. We are not officially working today, although Coleman is. He's got 6 appointments to talk to people about healthcare plans. Enrolled a couple people, so that's great. All right, so I'm beginning to glow. I feel the sweat starting to bead. That's the update from here. And I, again, want to say thank you to all the folks who have been super supportive and loving and encouraging, and remembering to just breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And when you or anybody feels lousy, just feel it and be kind to ourselves for feeling it. I don't know, I feel like one of the best things I've learned is to be kind to myself, and that self-compassion is kind of a relatively new concept. At least I haven't heard of it until a few years ago, and I think it's really great. And I think going through a chapter like cancer with chemo and radical cystectomy surgery and all of that, and surviving that during a dang pandemic has brought me to my knees. And surviving that and thriving out of that, that's what's made me even more of a badass. So I'm embracing my inner and outer badass, and I encourage anybody else who is struggling to know this is a tough time. It's a tough time for everybody, even if you're not battling cancer. Maybe you're battling something else. But if I can encourage you with my journey and how I've gotten through it, then I'm happy to do that. So keep fighting. And on the days when you feel like hell, just know you feel like hell. And later on, maybe journal about what you're grateful for. But in that moment, it's okay to feel lousy. Okay, ciao for now. Bye.